That brings us to the Pats, Justin. This number 4 pick. We have talked about it. We have thought about it. We have dreamed about it. We have changed our minds 100 times. Who do you got the Patriots taking and why? What's the case?
So I mean, look, in the way I have it mocked out, Abdul Carter happens to be available here, and if that's the case, I think the Patriots take Carter. I mean, we've heard they love him. I think he's a perfect fit for Mike Vrabel team, and I think it's something that would be super beneficial to this defense to bring in a young top tier edge rusher. I think that's exactly what this front seven needs. So I would love if they took Abdul Carter. In this situation, though, if Abdul Carter wasn't available, if the Giants did take Abdul and it came down to it, I could see the Patriots trading out of the pick.
I'm sure the Patriots will love to trade out of this pick, even if Abdul Carter is there, right? I mean, if Abdul Carter falls to 4, this pick becomes valuable. I almost think that if he falls, you got a real decision on your hands because then you might be able to get a pretty big yield for the 4 pick. You might be passing also on a franchise caliber defensive player.
Right. Right. I mean, yeah, I'm assuming you got him taking Will Campbell here, right? And if that's the
Nope,
case,
I
no,
don't.
you don't have him
Nope,
taking
I
Will
do
Campbell.
not. Nope.
Okay.
But let me ask you this: are you concerned about Carter's off-field stuff?
No, because I think you hear that a lot. You heard that about guys like what's his name? The guy, I'm drawing a blank, the Jalen Carter from Philadelphia, a couple of these other guys, and they come in and they're superstars in the right scheme with the right team. And you got Mike Vrabel. I mean, he's a true leader. I'd take the chance.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think that it really comes down to, is he a good player? I mean, it's a cliche, but it's true. They're not drafting choir boys here. If he can fit in the locker room,
Right,
and he can play, and he's not a total criminal, obviously maybe he has some personality issues. Sometimes that stuff can be good for a defense, a personality or two like that, to bring that edge. I mean, a lot of the great defenses and teams in this league, they got a guy or two with the edge like that.
Yeah.
So it's not always the worst thing either. So I wouldn't pass on him for that. If Carter fell, it'd be hard to pass on him in my book. I would think about trading the pick because I feel like you could get a lot for it. I'm going to tell you what I think the Patriots do. I have Carter off the board on my board. I have, again, to recap, Ward, Hunter, and Carter going 1, 2, 3, puts the Patriots in a tough spot. To me, I look at, Justin, the straw that stirred the drink on the last 2 NFL dynasties, besides the quarterback, was a pass catching, versatile, flexible, tight end. That's Travis Kelce for the Chiefs and Rob Gronkowski for the Pats. You have a young quarterback. You still lack, I think, a true number 1 target, number 1 dynamic offensive weapon. Maybe Diggs still has some of that. I'm not sure. Tyler Warren could be that guy. By all accounts, Tyler Warren is probably the best player on the board at this point. He is a tight end. It is not a marquee position historically, but look at the NFL the last few years, the Chiefs, the Patriots. Tight end matters. If you have a tight end that can catch like a receiver and block like a lineman, that's a field tilting player. It helps with some of your blocking issues. It helps with some of your receiving issues. Yeah. For all those reasons, I think the Patriots should draft Tyler Warren if those 3 players are gone.